When you mention learners, can you dive a little bit deeper into that?
Yes, so there's this test called the Strength Finder test.
Okay.
Strength Finder 2.0. So my first day at university, they had us take this test. They were like, "Oh, it's a personality test." Oh, can you grab my water too?
Yes.
Thank you. They were like, "Oh, it's just a personality test. We want to make sure you get the best out of your time here." And it was a leadership test. And
Very sneaky.
yeah, leadership aptitude
Actually,
test.
that's very important because a lot of people immediately it's like, hey, no, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
So it's good that you had sneak that in there.
Basically, if you scored above a certain level, you were asked to join this impact leadership team.
Okay.
And what they did from there is they would train you on how to be a leader, and then when different positions for leadership arose in the undergrad community, you were shortlisted.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's incredible. This segues very nicely into my question about teams.
Wait, pause and let's finish. Let's pause the Strength Finder thing.
Oh, sure.
So they made us take a bunch of personality tests.
Okay.
Strength Finder was one of them.
Oh, so there's more.
They had us take these personality tests, and one of the skills was learner. I was like, how is learning a skill? Like, I didn't really understand it. But then I ended up stumbling, the universe connected me to a few mentors who also have the skill of learning. And they were the ones who really taught me how to make it a superpower. And they were the ones who guided me to realize that it is a competitive advantage. Because, so in certain industries, that would actually be a weakness, like this desire to constantly learn. But if you're working in consulting for startups where you need to constantly be learning new information, you want that to be one of your top 5 skills.
Okay.
So,
because you always have to keep up to date with whatever's happening.
Yes.
That's the basic definition of why you keep up to date. Yeah.
Yeah. So when
that's actually interesting. What you just mentioned, why you go into consulting. Yeah, it's for me personally, it's not just learning, but actually it goes back to learning because when I'm working with all these companies, I'm learning so much from every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And what I learn in one that maybe sells T-shirts, there's a specific thing or subject that I can apply to someone that sells software.
Yes.
And it's how did I meet those two? It's because I actually work with this T-shirt company.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm receiving I think it's dopamine.
Yeah.
All day it's oh, more information. So yeah.
And now you understand why I can look at a startup and say,
Mm-hmm.
yes, this is great. This is a no-go.
Yes.
Because it's been more than 300 startups now. When I see something, I know this is going to work. Let's jump in. Or
if you wanted to touch up on something more about personality tests, because I want to say.
So with the Strength Finder test,
sure.
They told me what my strengths were and
Mm-hmm.
how I could use those to lead teams effectively. Basically, you also learn through those training sessions, because I think we had to go 1 or 2 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing was that it was led and conducted by seniors who had gone through the program. It was basically ground one mentoring. Hey, I just walked through this path, and this is how to do it faster, learning from what I did.
So,
yeah,
to actually get that
information.
No, I'm going to touch up on